Good morning, welcome. Thanks for joining the Kehillat Shari Torah Halacha Review, Thursday, December 24th. Since tomorrow is the 10th of Teves, the Asara B'Teves fast, we're going to just mention a few things about that from Rav Mordechai Eliyahu's book, a section about the laws of fast. We'll also mention, even though unfortunately we are not convening for Minyanim these days, the 10th of Teves was set aside by the Israeli chief rabbinate, I believe in about 1949, as the universal day of Kaddish for victims of the Holocaust. Those who were killed in the Holocaust, we don't know what day to say Kaddish for them. People pin it on the date of the 10th of Teves. So if anybody would like to do that and make arrangements for Kaddish, tomorrow is the day for that. So very briefly what he writes, the 10th of Teves, explaining it, he says, on this day, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, attacked Jerusalem and isolated it under a total siege. This eventually led to the destruction of the temple and the Jewish people's exile. So really this was where everything began. So in some ways it's more severe than others. In fact, we'll see in a moment, it's the only time we do actually fast on a Friday, which happens to be the case tomorrow, this year. The time of the fasts. These fasts, Tzom Gedalia, the 10th of Teves, Tainus Esther, and Shivas B'Tammuz, are from dawn, Amud HaShachar, until sunset. So now this is the shortest fast of the year, of course, about 11 hours, really from start to finish. You'll see the times in the Shabbos bulletin. Assuming you haven't slept soundly. If you've slept soundly, you had a good night's sleep, and you woke up early in the morning, you should not eat then. If, however, you thought or even said before you went to sleep, I have intention to wake up early and eat before dawn, or something along those lines, then you're allowed to eat. Okay? So that is what's happening with that. And let's just point out, let's make a quick note of if a fast falls on Shabbos or on Friday. Any of the fasts that fall on Shabbos, we postpone it until after Shabbat, because as a principle, we do not reschedule fasts to an earlier date. An exception is made for Tainus Esther. If the 13th of Adar falls on Shabbos, then we fast on the previous Thursday. That, in fact, we do. That is how we rearrange the calendar. And of course, if Yom Kippur comes out on Shabbat, then we have no choice, because the same Torah that tells us we are supposed to enjoy Shabbat through eating and drinking also tells us we have to fast on the 10th. So in that case, we push aside the normal enjoyment of Oneg Shabbos with the positive mitzvah of Inui for Yom Kippur. Okay, but that's a separate conversation. Here we say like this: if the 10th of Teves falls on Friday, we fast until nightfall. At Mincha, we read the Torah portion for fast days, but we do not say Tachnun. In the private Amida and the repetition of the Amida, we do say Anenu, the extra paragraph added for a fast day. Mincha should be davened a little bit earlier than usual in order to daven Ma'ariv at the earliest possible time. And if it happened that the minyan or you concluded, if you finished Ma'ariv before nightfall, Tzeit HaKochavim, then the congregation should be reminded that you're not allowed to eat until nightfall. You do have to wait until what on Saturday night would be the end of Shabbos time. That's the time that the fast ends. Okay, and also you should say all the 3 paragraphs of Kriya Shema after nightfall, because that is the proper time. And if you davened early, you won't have said it in the proper time, so you should. Okay, so that's a quick look at the fast of the 10th of Teves. May all of these fasts be transformed into feast days with the redemption of the Jewish people in the entire world. Please join us again tomorrow. Bye-bye.